Here's your problem. It's been a really long time since I've used this camera. Hey guys, how you doing? It's Bob here at Shoulda Coulda Woulda. Happy New Year. Today's New Year's Eve. Bike behind me is my C10, my 1987 Concours. I have a new mill I want to put in it, new power plant. The motor that's in there right now has got about 80,000 miles on it, and I want to replace it with one that's got about 20,000. It's actually out of a 1986. So what that entails is I'm going to remove the fairings. I'm going to take the motor out. I'm going to take the rear wheel off. I'm going to basically disassemble the bike to get the mill out. Put the new power plant back in, and then reassemble the bike, and hopefully it's good. I actually have the original speedometer that goes to this motor, so we can keep it all legit. So this is going to be pretty fun. So without further ado, let's get started. Battery life. Side covers, 1 bolt, 2 rubber grommets, and a slip fit. This, just put a piece of tape over the screw. That's it. Never lose the screw. All those back the way it was. Right sides. Screw in here. Plastic screw with washer in here. I'm not sure if that's factory stock, but it's helpful for me. Screw and screw. All this comes out. I have a plug or access or accessory plug. Just I'll bolt that out of there. So the next step is we're going to take this. Screw in the front, screw in the cap, screw out. Just to show you. Now, the engine has got a bracket that wraps around the bottom of it. And then this fairing bolts to that bracket. So we're going to remove the lower piece, and then later we'll remove the bracket because I need that bracket on the other. And here, there's a screw here, and there's a screw up front. You can't see it. I can't even get the camera under there to show you. Just gotta take my word for it. You unbolt that, this piece actually just comes right out. This panel's got some wear and tear over the years too. Put it on the bottom, that's on the front. One on either side is the wraparound bracket that mounts to the engine. See, this is seeing some picked up something on the road. You got a little melt hole there, huh? It's just sweaty old motor. Next step is to remove the tank. So I'm on a handy tool. Big fan of this tool. I get it to my wrists. Here, back in the light, and this piece of the tank goes out, and so here there's 2 rubber pieces that the tank slides into. Because we're going to be taking everything apart, I'm going to get rid of these. I'm going to put it with the tank. And this is the upper radiator hose. Okay. Comes down, goes through, and underneath here it mounts. I don't know if you can see the clip, I'm pretty sure you can. But it mounts to the radiator. Now I want to take this off. This is the cage that this mounts to. So, here, I don't know if you can see this. Yeah, maybe you can. This is where the cage mounts to the frame. And this is where the fairing mounts to the cage. In order to get this unit out of here, this hose has to pass between here. So only on this side I'm going to unbolt here, and then obviously I'm going to unbolt the cage, and then on this side I'm going to unbolt the cage from the frame, pry this away, and pass it through here. Okay? And that'll clear this. And then we'll have everything still connected, and we'll be able to pull the fairing out. Obviously there's electrical connections and stuff that still have to come out. There's a speedometer cable that still has to come out. But up until that point, that is the mechanics of getting this whole unit out as one single unit. Okay, so you got the instrument cluster. This piece is plastic, it's got a lens. I think I want to remove it. I want to get it out of the big picture here. So, it's easy. Bolt here, bolt here. In behind it is the cable for the speedometer. You just put your hand in behind it, and then there's one plug. We're just going to unscrew the cable for the speedometer. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Thing for this bike plugs in here. So, we're going to start disconnecting things. They're all key specific, so you don't need to mark anything. One's 9, one's 4. So that double connector is for the cluster. That's the cluster. This can all remain. There you go. For the remaining connectors, these are the red ones. You can just push in the tab, pull them apart. Push in the tab, pull them apart. There's one lonely one. There's two sets grouped as two, and then there's one by itself. That's everything to the front of the bike right there. I've already loosened the bolt here, so as you can see, this panel now can pull away, allowing the upper radiator hose to slip through. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to loosen the cage here, and then underneath here there's a nut and bolt, 12 millimeter, 10 millimeter. It's a nut and bolt that the cage hangs on. Once you remove that, it should all pull away. And we just do a little bit of maneuvering here. I might need my son to help me get that out. It's in there. We're just going to crack it. Let me go get my son. I got my son Alex out here to help me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this, you're going to pop that screw out when I take the load off it, and you're going to help me walk this out. Let me just confirm that all of these cables are out of the way, that there's nothing going to get in the way. Okay. Okay, out. So that's out. I'm going to go ahead and... There's a hose there. Yep. And that's it. That is the easiest way I know to take off the nose off of this bike. And this is the bolt to the frame. And there you go. That is a naked C10. So this is an air, I was going to say filtration, but it's not. It's an air ducting system. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to take these out of here. This is the next step. What I'm going to do, actually there's more than 2 screws, but we'll get into that. The thing about this is, it's one piece that shrouds down and through here. As you can see, there's got these rubber seals. And I don't think it's this side, the other side, but this has some melting too. Previous owner or something must have either put it together wrong or a screw backed out, and this got on the exhaust. It's much worse on the other side and melted. So I don't want to be without this because there's actually a screw under here. We're going to unbolt that. I'm going to take it off the top here. There you go. So this is one side. actually two pieces of screws here as well, but I usually take it off as a single unit. But if you can see here, it's melted. That's wet. That's actually wet. So this leak has gotten worse. And it is. It's the jug. Get that smell. So she's really leaking at the jug. Remove the plastic air shroud on the other side. Put the plastics away.